Okay guys, welcome back to Air Guns Extreme, and here today we are doing the Venturi Avenger 5 cal. How is it windy out? Jeez. As you guys can see, it's windy out, so what we're going to go ahead and do today is we're going to go ahead and do 200 yards. And we're going to do a comparison at 200 yards between the FX hybrid slugs 26 grain versus the 33.95 34 grain king pellet. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and in this test we got two 1 gallon jugs of water, and I'm going to go put them out there at 200 yards, and we're going to see what one's more stable. Obviously in this wind it is crazy. Like I probably want to be able to hear the impact. But in this test we have, I know it sounds crazy to you guys, but we got a piece of ham connected to a 1 gallon jug of water, and we have another jug over here that has nothing on it. So basically this is going to simulate like meat and bones and then the water. So hopefully we'll be able to actually capture the pellet and the slug in this water jug. Now this is just some cheap water that I found. So we're going to aim for the dead center here of this and see if it goes through. So we'll go ahead and get it set out there. And then we're going to go ahead and put you guys on the sight shot. And I'm going to take some sighters off camera first just to make sure to see where I'm hitting. And then, like I said, we're going to do 34 king versus hybrids. Okay, guys, it is extremely windy out here. It's exactly 200 yards. And this spectrum scope is just amazing. And I just took 2 practice shots, and well, let's go ahead and find out. That bottle that is basically right there was just my practice one. So first up is the 34 king JSBs, 200 yards and high gust winds. Got it. All right. Now 26 grain FX hybrids slugs. I'll take one more just for measure. All right. Whew. 200 yards. All right, we'll go take a walk down there. Okay, guys, as you guys can hear out there, I mean, the wind is just blowing. I'm gonna throw in a pic of the wind speeds after at the end of the video, so you guys can see what the winds were actually doing out there. And oops. As you guys can see on the bog pod, just from video, when I wasn't actually on the gun, you could see the scope doing this because of the wind. And with that being said, guys, it was tough doing that at that distance, but I do have to say that the FX hybrid slugs are a little more accurate at that distance. And I know it was a slug that hit it because the 34 kings did not even hit it one time. So the closest hit I actually had to it was just off to the side a little bit. So it was right there because the ham was dead center, and that was the FX hybrid slug that hit right there. So the entrance hole is right there, and the exit hole is right there. So I don't even know how many pounds this actually is. 2 pound ham. So so basically it's a 2-pound ham. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and cut it open, and we're gonna see what the impact looks like to it, because I'm kind of curious to see. And once again, I could even seem to capture that slug even at that distance. So, just using an old razor blade knife here. Sorry guys, this is taking some time here. I don't want to cut my hand. So as you guys can see here, basically it basically demolished it. And it's not really like a big impact where it actually blew out. But that to me is still crazy that the exit at 200 yards went through a 2.31 pound ham. At 200 yards, that is nuts, guys, with a hybrid. And the JSB pellet didn't even make it that far. And they actually shot a little bit high. And I couldn't get a JSB to hit it. So that goes to show you guys at 200 yards with an FX hybrid slug and 25 is capable of going that distance. And you guys can see there in the wind what I was dealing with. It was not easy, guys. Like, whew, that is not easy at all. I don't care who you are. I challenge, you know, I want to see someone do it, because this is nuts. I know STKO did it, but that's the first time I ever did something like this. And that is nuts. With a under $400 air gun, with STKO's pellet bumper in it. And it's just crazy. But as you guys can see here, it really wasn't that far off. The JSB was only over here a little bit, so it just missed it. And then the slug went through, and it exited basically right here. And I could tell it is because it has some meat residue right here. So it carried the meat all the way through. Wow, guys, I am impressed. 2100 on the reg. Full turns all the way in. I said it before, I'll say it again. Full turn on the hammer spring all the way in. They're shooting about 7 something, roughly about 720, below 800 feet per second. And it's still over 30 foot-pounds of energy. And it's crazy that it went through all that. So anyways, guys, I enjoyed making this video for you guys. And, you know, I could have done it in a bunch of different ways, but anyways, we're still having a rough time capturing one of these hybrids. So I just don't know what to say, guys. So anyways, we're out of here. You're watching Airguns Extreme. Next, we'll do maybe 250 if I can get out that far. Oh, this is nuts. So we're going to keep on it here with the FX hybrids. Thanks again to Mississippi Airguns for sending them. If it wasn't possible for them to support my channel, this video wouldn't be easy. So, excuse me. So anyways, guys, that's it. We're out of here watching Airguns Extreme. We'll see you guys on the next one.